We knew that there were lots of problems with Wi-Fi, through vulnerability assessments that we've done in the past, and that it is really hard to actually find the source of Wi-Fi in a crowded environment. So that was the problem that we decided to look at and see if we could solve. But when it comes to within the corporate network, a lot of money is spent on the Wi-Fi network, and most people would think that it's covered, but the risk is actually not with the corporate network itself. It's with the devices that your staff members are using to perform their jobs. So they're using their phone both inside the office and when they're working from home and when they're out and about. They're using their laptop wherever they are. Everyone is a lot more mobile than they used to be, and you can't just look at the perimeter anymore, the old-fashioned, within the office. More so with COVID, people are, and I think it'll be mixed. So you will have some people working in the office for some period of time, and you'll have a lot more people working outside the perimeter. People have, they've beefed up security on their corporate networks, and that's great, but it's the actual devices and it's the stealth things that can be done to hack Wi-Fi. So, for example, things like man-in-the-middle attacks. You don't know if someone is mimicking the authorized Wi-Fi network, and you don't know if your device has connected to the man-in-the-middle attack or the evil twin. You have no visibility over that because your device is always looking for all of your stored Wi-Fi networks. And if they mimic one of the stored Wi-Fi networks and they have a stronger signal strength, your device will automatically connect to it without you even knowing. So they can then harvest, whatever details they can find. So it's things like people who use hotspots to exfiltrate data in an organisation. If you beef, your corporate network can't pick that up. Things like remote hacking tools like OMG cables, where it looks like a USB cable, but it actually has a hacking device or an evil twin device in the head of the cable. And once they plug that into their devices, they have full access. Things like hidden security cameras, Wi-Fi operated cameras. At the moment, there's a plague of those in South Korea, where they're throughout public bathrooms and hotels, and people are being filmed without their consent. And so, they're operated via Wi-Fi, and that's how they get the data, and then they publish it online. So, how do you know what's on your network? Any of these devices could be there and you don't know.
That's quite terrifying, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is definitely something to think about, that's for sure.
And so what kind of product or service does HackHunter offer to help with this problem?
We want to make sure that Wi-Fi is used for good. So by that, we mean we want to help organisations to know what unauthorised Wi-Fi is in their environment. So is there a Wi-Fi camera there that's filming their staff when they're in the bathroom? Is there an OMG cable in, has someone brought an OMG cable in unknowingly and they're using that to, charge their phone at work? Has a device been planted somewhere that you don't know about? So HackHunter actually helps you to find the unauthorised Wi-Fi. And by find, I mean locate it to within a few centimetres, so then you can remove it. So, for example, a trial that we did at an ASX 50 finance organisation, we found a device hidden under the floor that their existing method of auditing their Wi-Fi didn't know it was there at all. It was completely invisible to it. But the HackHunter Pursuit portable tracker found it straight away.